Hello boys and girls. Today we're going to be drawing a chameleon. And here's a picture of a green chameleon, and that's their natural color in the habitat when they're comfortable and relaxed. But when they get scared or their environment changes and the temperature, humidity changes, or they sense a male presence or they're wanting to attract a female, they can change their body colors to some pretty interesting, bright and colorful patterns and designs. Check out all the color changes on this little guy. Let's draw. Remember, you can pause the video and keep up with my drawing. Today I will guide you on a step-by-step drawing of a chameleon. So get a piece of paper, and you can hold it any direction that you like, and we're going to begin with the eye. See the circle I just drew? That's about the size you should draw on your paper, and then fill it in with the pupil. Next comes the face. There's the smile, the bottom of the jaw, and then continue that line behind the eye and up to the top of the head like this. Make a nice large back. We don't want these chameleons to be too tiny. Make it very big. Now we'll jump down here and work on the front arms. Notice there's a bend in the elbow, and then his hand is going to be grabbing onto a branch. So let's add that branch now. See, it looks like he's wrapping his fingers around the branch. The second arm, we might see a bit of that also on the other side of the branch, and maybe you would just see a bit of the fingers coming up from the bottom of the tree. I think I'll continue my branch a little bit farther and then work on the belly. Stop there and let's add the back legs. I have a bend for the knee, and then I'm going to connect the leg to the branch also with another foot grabbing onto the branch. Here's the second back leg behind the branch with a little toe showing there. And now the tail is so long, it's going to go all the way down past the branch and loop around and end up with a nice spiral. Let's continue that branch now. It's going to go behind the tail. So pick up the pencil and continue on the other side of the tail. This time I'm going to split my branch into two so it looks more like a tree branch. Okay, right about now I think we should add some shapes to the chameleon. So I'm going to put these triangular shapes all along its back and tail. If you'd like to try a different shape, you can. And you may find that when you first draw this, it may not fit on your page, and you may have to start over, because it's always good to begin your eye on the left-hand side of the paper if you plan on putting your chameleon's body to the right. You need to remember to leave plenty of room to the right and below so the tail has room. So if you don't fit yours on the paper the very first try, get a new piece of paper and try again. When you're done drawing in pencil, let's outline everything with a black marker. It does not need to be a permanent black marker. This would be a good stopping place for part 1 After it's outlined in black, set it aside, and next week you're going to come back to this place in the video and start part 2. Welcome back! You have made it to part 2 of the video on drawing a chameleon. The next thing we're going to talk about is texture. Texture is how something feels, and we can draw texture in by repeating little shapes over and over, like the little circles that make up the scales on the chameleon's body. We're going to draw individual circles all over the chameleon, very close together, like this, and they are going to later be filled in with crayon. So for now, leave them white in the middle and fill in all of your shapes that you drew on the chameleon's body with one color. I'm going to change colors now and continue filling in the body with circles that are so close together that they touch. I'll leave some spaces between my purple so I can come back with another color and fill those spaces in. You see how he's starting to look like he has scales? Well, this chameleon looks pretty happy about everything we're doing. I wonder what he'd have to say about all this.
Well, hello, I'm a chameleon. I'm a boy. Hello, first graders. Nice to meet ya. How you doing? Oh, hold on. I gotta go. A bug just flew by. I gotta go eat it.
Well, he might say something like that. Now I'm going to add some bark texture to my branch. I start by using brown marker and drawing lines to fill up the branch, and then I'll go over it with brown crayon. You see how you can still see the dark lines of the marker? This helps build up a texture of bark. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the chameleon. I'll use crayon and I'll go on top of my marker, but I've got to pick a color that's going to contrast nicely. So this yellow does not cover over my red circles. And now I'm going to use a green crayon and apply it over the triangles that had the blue circles. That makes a really interesting texture. Pink looks great on top of purple. I'm going to fill up the entire chameleon with crayon on top of marker. And then we're going to do something really neat to the background. Okay, you're ready for the fun part. You get to go outside and find leaves. All different types of ferns or leaves or flowers or plants. Be sure to get your parents' permission before you cut them and bring them inside. But these would look very nice placed all around the chameleon so it feels like he's in a thick, jungly environment. I'm going to just keep adding as many as I can to fill up my page, and it's okay to even put a few of them on top of the chameleon so it looks like he's hiding behind the thick, jungly plants. You can choose to glue down these leaves or just place them there for the photograph. When you take the picture, it would look nice if you could crop it down to the edge of your paper so all the plants look nice and neat near the edge, and the parts that are hanging off the paper would be cut off, like this. Now I would like to see your photos, so photograph your finished chameleon with all the leaves and share your photo with me. If you've enjoyed learning more about chameleons, you might want to read the book called Chameleons' Colors by Chisato Tashiro. Check it out of your library or have it read to you on YouTube.